This is the kind of test you hate to put yourself in. It's not too dangerous. Okay, I'm not going to fall and die, hopefully. Falcharish, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. I've not been out for a wee while now, so this is the first video I've done in ages, and this is kind of more of a video to help me get my creative spark back together, to try and ignite it again, because of late it's kind of withered away and I've had a lot on. So now this is kind of trying to push me back into the mindset of photography, landscape photography anyway, for the time being. And what better place to start doing it is in this wee waterfall that I can remember from when I was a kid, and I totally forgot all about it. The amount of times I've photographed here in Glams and totally forgot all about this. So it's a wee waterfall, but it's in front of a sawmill. In memory, if memory serves me right, it should make to a nice scene, a nice wee quaint scene of this old sawmill beside a wee waterfall. It's nothing major, it's not a towering waterfall, it's just a wee thing. But my idea is to try and get down here, you can see, and walk up the river there. If I can find a way in, walk up the river there and just sit and get a nice bonny picture. And it should be pretty good. Should be. I just need to find a way in. So this video is landscape photography. I use my Canon 5D Mark III. If you're subscribers, you'll know all about that. But I'll also throw in some Scottish Gaelic as well, because I'm learning it, and you'll have heard me. I'm just kind of repeating myself again, but you'll have heard me say that before. So Jay has seen a gounce of Huchan Dew. What are we learning today? Well, I'm going to teach you how to count to 10 in Scottish Gaelic, from 0 to 10. And I think you'll find it quite interesting, and I think you'll pick it up easier than you think. So now I'm beside the burn. Oh, make sure I'm on. Yeah, so now I'm down beside the burn, and somebody seems to have made it into a nice garden over there, but as you can see, just over there is the waterfall. But I need to get down there without getting myself wet, my camera gear wet, and make a fool of myself on YouTube. I don't want to get my beard wet either, because I just trimmed that today, so I want to keep it looking nice and neat. Okay, what I could do is a beard comb. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I really want to get down here, but the river, the Wain in Gaelic, is away down there, and I'm away up here, so I'm going to have to try and kind of side shimmy down this hill without falling in the ushka. And the ushka is water, and there's more in ushka down here, lots of water down here, more in ushka. So yeah, this should be interesting. Trying to see if I can find a path, but so here's hoping. Let's go for it. This is the kind of test you hate to put yourself in. It's not too dangerous. Okay, I'm not going to fall and die, hopefully, but it's a wee bit of a test, and I want to get this picture, and I can't see any other way in. And I'm from here anyway, years ago, and I grew up here, so if anybody says, I'll just say, I grew up here like 20 odd years ago. Probably everybody I knew then is probably gone, so but I really want this picture, because I think it would be a really nice picture that nobody else has. And I'm putting my neck out on a chopping board there, maybe on a, I don't think there'll be many people that have this image. anywhere in glams, to be fair. So yeah, let's crack on. Right. Ooh. So I've been mucking about here, just throwing my camera up, trying to get it to sit right. I'm going down low. As you can see, it's beautiful, it's stunning wee area. I don't know whether to go closer or to go higher. So I'm going to take this shot here. And I've been thinking to myself, if I get a really good image of this here, I'm going to get it printed and framed, and I'm going to put it up for auction. Maybe try and see the local shop in the village to put it up, to auction it off, maybe tickets or something, and to put it towards a good cause. Since this is my first video out in a long time and I'm trying to push myself to get back into the kind of photography rhythm, why not do something to help other people? So I'm hoping this will be a beautiful image, so I'm going to try my best. I'll get it framed and then I'll go and see the shoppy, the wee corner shop, and see if they'll put it up for a raffle or something like that for some good cause that they support. So that's the plan. I think they bubbles are having the time of their life. For every long exposure, you obviously need your variable filter. So it is a bit dull, but there's thunder and lightning due. But I think to get what I want and to get all the colours popping, because these really help with the colours popping, not just to give you the smooth creamy water, I think we'll stick her on. So now the next process I would be doing here, I've got my filter on, I've got a kind of idea what I'm wanting to get, but I've not got it set in stone yet with my camera position. But I want to get the water right. I want to get the motion in the water right. So I'm going to puddle about with the filter, get stuff kind of honed in a bit, and then take it from there. I took a photo from low down, and I think I've got my settings quite set the way I want it to get the water just right. I've got this boulder in the front here as my foreground element with the wee tuft of green there, but I didn't really like that wee tuft of green at the front. I would rather have the boulder with the water going around it, if you know what I mean. But it's easy to get carried away in situations like this because, I mean, it's so peaceful here. There's not a noise. All you hear is birds and the waterfall. And you really get drawn into the whole peaceful vibe. And that's what I really love about photography. Nobody knows I'm here. Well, people know I'm here, but nobody knows just now. Like, people walk past. I'm in a world of my own here. I'm just loving this. It's a beautiful wee bit. And what helps with this waterfall is it's not straight across the river. It's at an angle. So it's starting with a lot of water here, and by the time you reach, I'll let you see. So you're starting it with a big waterfall here, but it goes diagonally back to the tree line there, and the water coming over gets shorter and shorter. But when it gets over to that left hand side, it hits the trees. It hits the stone underneath the trees there. You can see it, and it makes another wee waterfall. And then the stone beside that, the water's curving off of that, and I'm hoping that I capture this. I'm hoping I capture that detail, because it's all white frothy water, and on a long exposure, the frothy water is what you want, because that's what gives you your streaks. I'll let you see the back of the camera. That's what I've got. And there's my settings, if you can see them. I'm at 6 seconds of a shutter speed. I'm at f13 to try and get everything in focus, and I'm at ISO 100, and my battery's very low. But that's the settings that I need for this. Plus I've got my my filter on, my variable filter, which just helps everything pop, and it helps the colours. It just makes the colours lush as well. Plus it lets me get that 6 second exposure without it burning out. So that's a must have. Get the right one for your lens, So we'll start off from 1 to 10 and then I'll chuck in 0 at the end. So 1 is a hoon, 2 is a gra, 3 is a tree, 4 is a caker, 5 is a coic, 6 is a shia, 7 is a shach, 8 is a hoch, 9 is a noi, and 10 is a jech. And 0 is nyoni. And the reason I left 0 separate from the rest of them at the end, for the end, after counting to 10, is you'll have noticed a hoon, a gra, a tree, a caker, a coic, a shia, a shach, a hoch, a noi, and a jech. They all start with that ah sound. And that's just because you're counting. Nyoni doesn't need an ah in front of it. You don't go anoni. It's just nyoni, 0. You don't use the ah when you're using it with it in any other circumstance apart from counting. So as you can see, I've changed my whole position for this picture. But with moving forward, I've lost my foreground element with the stone. Again, that bugger there. I was using that as a foreground element, and then this wee tufty bit here, this wee neep, that was part of the foreground, but I didn't really like it, but it just seemed to, I couldn't get rid of it. It just seemed to be there, so it's something that I could have maybe photoshopped out, but I've moved forward here a bit just to try and get more detail, a wee bit closer to the waterfall. So, Hamiagiri, I am wanting, Hamiagiri, a beautiful picture of this waterfall. I don't know how to say that in Gaelic yet. Hamiagiri and I don't know what waterfall is. Ushka, Hamiagiri, Ushka Fall. We'll go with that just now because I've not really learned that word. Hamiagiri Ushka Bria. Hamiagiri Ushka Bria, and that means I am wanting beautiful water. Hamiagiri Ushka Bria. And that's what I'm looking for here, beautiful water flowing over the side here. Say you were an ant or a fish, that would be a major obstacle for you. So I want to try and capture that because there's that much energy in it, there's that much motion in it, and there's that much noise in it, and there's that much beauty in it. I really do want to capture it in it. This will be my last image. I think it's been quite a good video, it's gotten me right in the mood to get out doing this again. It's because I was stuck for a wee while there. You have to have a bit of creativity when you're doing photography, and I was kind of going through stuff and it kind of disappeared. But this is the first time I've been on my camera since then, and my whole persona is lightened just by sitting here on the rock listening to the water. I can feel the endorphins being released like when you've been exercising. It's just stunning. And I'm sure that'll disappear very quickly if the guy comes out of his house and starts shouting at me. Be a different kind of endorphins. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not in his garden, I'm in his river. So we'll be fine. But yeah, it's really got me, I've got the buzz for it again. I'm excited. Because I love photography, and you come through tricky times, and it's just an escape. You're away by yourself, and it's just an escape, and it's relaxing, and it's brand new. I love it. One more thing I would like to say is thank you to all my new subscribers. A lot of people are liking the Gaelic stuff that I'm putting in. Glaiva. But yeah, so hello to all my new subscribers. If you really like this video and you're enjoying my photography and a wee bit of Gaelic, hit the subscribe button. Really does make a difference, and if this picture's any good, I'll pop it up at the end here and let you see it.
Face to face in this trashy bar.